So what do you think? You two know me, Martin Morris, engineer that was $145,000 in debt back in 2008, owed over $94,453 on a student loan, debt free. How did I get out of debt? Learning how to sell, learning how to market. I was working catering jobs, telemarketing jobs, whatever I could to make money. Most money I made was selling. That's why I always follow Grant Cardone, because I love the simplicity. I'm engineering, MBA. So sometimes when you read these different sales books, they're complicated, and it's really you just keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. Look at Trump. Won the first presidency, lost the second. Did you see all those lawsuits that happened? This, that, the other. But what ended up happening? When the people, he would have gotten elected regardless, because the people were sick of the administration. When you don't got no money in your pocket, you get upset. That's how it ended up happening. And it was like the gay stuff and all that stuff was just secondary. It was the job losses, it was the electricity, electric car stuff, all these different mandates took people's money away. Then you talk about bizarre stuff like transgender this, transgender that. What did he have to do though? He had to keep getting attention. Like, there's an alternative. You can go back to that alternative, or you can come here. That's why I love business. Business is the same as politics. It's who you know. You know who you need to know? People with money. And then once you get those people with money, you got to hook them up, man, or just let them speak their piece. That's why always stuff I have for how I got out of debt. Getting out of debt, paying off a student loan, it's all the same thing. All it is, you got to get attention, and then let that person know once you got their attention. Hey, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Or you got to say, hey, like Grant Cardone says, I may not do this, I may not have that. Can I still work for you anyway? You're talking to me. There must be something you like about me. Let's get this done. Okay. That's why I love Grant Cardone's do it anyway clothes. Brilliant. Between that and the white flag, you don't need to argue with people. Just say, I'm just going to walk away. Like Sadia Khan says, that's the biggest mistake you make in sales. Just say, ask, they're going to pay. They don't want to keep looking, man. That's what with my apartment. I was looking at some other apartments. No. And they're going to probably charge twice as much or $3,000 a month for them. And you're right over there close to the freeway. And then the way the units are set up, they're kind of like 4 units high, one on top of the other. So there's really no separate balcony. Like the balcony comes from the inside to the outside. And it's enclosed by like a stucco thing. So there's really not a balcony. It's just a big masonry wall or whatever. There's a word for it. Plaster wall type thing, and that's your balcony. That's one building. And then I went to the other building. Now that one has like the balconies, but it's the same kind of thing where the balconies are layered on top of each other. But the way they're layered, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. I just don't want to do it right now. So, and then you say, Martin, should you buy a house? Buy a house? I'll tell you about that later. But what I want to talk to you guys about now, multiplying your money. How I multiply my money is I try to stay out of debt. I try to use as little debt as possible. Problem is debt costs so much. So for example, you spend $10 and your debt is your yearly rate is 32%. So say that's basically you're paying like $1.03 for every dollar. So multiply that, do the math. That's why it's hard to multiply your money. Sometimes you multiply money. I get paid 100. Can I keep 100? How much can I keep? But now if you're paying a debt, now you're paying the money, saving some money. Now more money goes to debt. And that's how your money can't grow as fast as you want it to grow. Technically, you don't have any debts. Your money will just grow with every check payment you got. Pay some expenses out, save some money. Now if you throw debt on top of it, the problem with debt is so high right now, 32%, 26%, 20%. That's why it's killing people. That's why we had this big election change. Debt, people shifted over to debt once all those COVID checks went away, and then boom. So let me know what you think. We're going for 100,000 subscribers. I'm working on taking a $150,000 business to 150 million to 300 to 1 billion. We're looking on helping doing a lot of fire restoration, fire cleaning removal. So let me know if you need any marketing for that, because that's what we're going to do. Figure Newsom just signed $2.5 billion. Hey, we're gonna try to get half of that later.